Meowdy Pomodachis! Hello, hello! Welcome, everyone. How are you guys doing? Meowdy Caleb, Meowdy Zeb, Brillis, Mason, Brian, Neolithic, Spring, Honey Badger, Johnny Cat, Brillis again. Hello, hello! Yeah, the mods are always lurking, so don't get into any trouble. I've been pretty lucky though throughout my VTuber career. My mods probably remember, but I've had like not very many incidents of people acting crazy. Or at the very least, it's like a one-off thing where someone will be crazy and then we kick them out and then they don't ever come back again. You're a mod yourself, so you're aware of that trait? Yeah. You get it. Sometimes they're just spying and not talking. My mods are pretty chatty though. Sometimes too chatty. No, I'm just kidding. Feel free to add me if you need more. If anything, I feel like I probably have I don't want to say too many mods because that sounds mean. But I probably have more mods than I rightfully deserve at this point in time. You know, the ratio of mods to viewers is pretty high, I think. Which is a good thing because it means that we can be in control more of stuff that happens. And generally, I've said this before, but if someone is like a long time Pomodachi, I trust them to be able to mod. In the sense that if I could make most of you mods, I probably would because I know you at this point. But it's just, there's no need for it. Hello, Rainy! Meowdy meowdy! No, you do have too many mods because you wanted to mod all the girls that one time. Shh! Shh, shh. I did what I had to do to retain my female viewers. Yes, I admit, there was one day where I made like 3 girls in my chat into moderators. Oh my god. I think that was Rose Darkling. She isn't really around much anymore. And then there was Tina and also Honey Badger. I don't know if she was already a mod at that point though. But, you know, I did what I had to do. I couldn't have my viewers be 100% male. I needed the female mods. Yeah. LOL, Rainy remembers. Yeah, she does, she does. And then, interestingly enough, I think I mentioned this on stream, I was trying to mod someone else, but I clicked on Caleb's name on accident and made him a mod. But I decided to keep him along because he's been a very, very good mod. You know, it was fated. Hello, Brian. Welcome, welcome. You've been playing the Metaphor ReFantazio demo all afternoon and it is amazingly good. Cannot suggest it enough. Spectacular game. It looks really good. I've been trying to avoid spoilers of the game because I want to be able to play it totally for the first time without knowing anything about what's going on. I feel like that's usually the best way to enjoy something, but I've heard a lot of good things about it, partially from you, partially from other people. It was very hard for me to not watch some of my friends play the demo. Like, I think Pam was doing a stream of the demo and I wanted to watch it, but I didn't want to get spoiled. I feel like that happens a lot when people play games that I really want to play, but haven't played yet. So I always feel bad because I'm like, I want to watch you, it's a port, but can't be spoiled. Yeah. Speaking of which, is Tina doing all right? I'm not sure. I haven't heard from her for a while, but I think she's doing fine. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, no spoilers, of course, but I think you will love the demo on Saturday when you play it. I think I will too. It seems right up my alley. Like, Persona was one of the first games that I was really, really passionate about. I mean, I'd always liked older games too. Like, I played, my games in my childhood that I played were pretty basic, but I enjoyed Mario Kart, Mario Kart Wii, Super Mario Brothers Wii. Yeah, a lot of Wii games. That was probably one of my first real consoles other than the PlayStation 2. I also really liked Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 2? I'm not sure which game it was though. Let me look it up. Crash Bandicoot PlayStation 2. I actually played it with my mom. She would play video games with me back then. Now she doesn't anymore. She hasn't played a video game with me in like probably 17 years? I don't know. It's been a long, long time. Oh, hello, Davis. Welcome back. Welcome back. Your brain may have problems, but you always cool people / stuff. Good to know. No, Po, I'm telling you, Tina is all right. Oh, okay, okay, good. I misunderstood. I thought you were asking a question. I was like, I think she's fine. I don't know any reason why she wouldn't be. 17 years is long. I mean, I'm not totally sure, but I think that the last time I played with her when I was like 8 or something. Maybe it was more recent than that, but we played Crash Bandicoot together. We were both not that good, but I think we probably wouldn't have been able to beat the game if we were playing it together. That was like my first real video game, I would say. There was also this like driving game that we would play. It was a racing game. I don't remember what it was called though, but I really liked it though. It was really fun. Oh my god, I would not be able to pick it out of a lineup though. I just looked up PlayStation 2 racing games and these all came up. It might be one of these. I don't know. It was fun though. My mom always thought it was hilarious though how much I would like bump into everything. She did not appreciate the damage to the vehicle that I would have done. Last time you played with your mom was New Super Mario Bros. On the Wii. Yeah. That's the last game I think that I remember playing with them too. She loved playing Luigi. I don't even know who I would usually play in Mario. I didn't always love playing as Mario or Luigi because, you know, they were guys and not like cute little creatures. But usually I would, I think, play as like player 1. That way I could move along and everyone would have to follow around me. Also, hello, Ro. Welcome. Lack of parental activities. I am familiar with them. I mean, I do a lot of stuff with my parents too, but I really got into like single player games after I started playing like Mario Brothers, which I know is kind of weird. But I wasn't very much of a gamer from like 5 to 10. And then when I was like 12, then that's when I started getting into like RPG type games. You know, obviously Persona being one of them, and also Disgaea being another one. I think in like 5th or 6th grade, that's when I started. The hell, you don't think that Mario or Luigi is cute? I mean, they're cute, they're fun. Just, I always like to play the cute anime girls, you know? That's my taste. I mean, look at me. Speaking of cute anime girls, though, one game I have been playing a lot more recently that I used to really like, but kind of fell off for a little bit, is this game called Eternal Return. Have any of you heard about that? Which car did you drive? Like a black one? I don't know. I have no idea. I drove like a fast car. I really cannot narrow it down much more than that. Maybe it was red. I don't even remember the color. I think I would like change it every game. Your favorite Mario girl is Rosalina. She's my queen. I think my favorite Mario girl was probably Baby Peach. I always liked playing as Baby Peach when I had a Mario Kart Wii. Just since she's so cute. I don't think that she was a very good character to play though, if I remember correctly. I've heard since then that like she's not meta or whatever. Nowadays I think people play a lot of Waluigi and Yoshi. And I do enjoy playing Yoshi, but I don't really play enough Mario Kart to worry about the meta. That didn't narrow it down at all. At least you tried. I told you I wouldn't be able to narrow it down. I have no idea. I mean, probably if you were to just like pick out a random racing game on the PlayStation 2, you would have a better chance of getting it right than me naming anything. I might still have the copy of it somewhere. It was fun though. Daisy is mine. I love her. I feel like Daisy is very underappreciated. She has like a very bubbly, fun personality, but people kind of forget about her and only think about Peach. Which Peach is also peak too. And Rosalina is great too. I think that Daisy is probably like the least popular of the three though. Of the three princesses, right? There is also Pauline, but I haven't played her game, so I don't know anything about her. Also, hello Goop, welcome, welcome. You like the funny big characters like Wario and Funky Kong? That's very valid too. I think I like playing Dry Bones a little bit. He kind of reminded me of one of those Skella animals. Do you guys remember those? I always wanted to have one when I was younger, but I never did. I had a friend though that had a few, and I was so jealous. It's like, damn, she's so cool. She has a Skella animal. Isn't that cute? I feel like it's such a early 2010s like hot topic-y design. I don't even know where you were supposed to buy these, but I wanted one, but I couldn't have one. I feel like my mom probably would have found them creepy, to be honest. All the female characters are my girlfriend and of history. They're not my girlfriends, they're my daughters. Who sometimes are also girlfriends, I guess. I mean, Pauline is like in only one of the main Mario games. Yeah, but sometimes people get mad if you don't mention her as a Disney princess, which is kind of weird. You just pick random. I don't ever really like to pick random. I always like to be in control of my destiny. One game though that I always do pick like a randomly generated character though, at least in terms of cosmetics, is Project Zomboid. Hey Poe, can I date all your daughters? Only if you could prove yourself worthy for them. Your favorite Mario girl is Bowsette, but your favorite canon Mario girl is Rosalina? Ah, oh, Bowsette has such a good design. I wonder if they're ever gonna bring Bowsette like in any of the video games. They haven't done that yet, right? Wasn't Bowsette inspired by like Toadette and Peachette or something? There was like a special game, I think, where you could play as Princess Peach. I never played it. And you were able to like make the characters into girls, right? Or maybe that was a later thing. Maybe that was inspired by Bowsette. I have no idea. But yeah, Bowsette is pretty much just like a sexier version of Peach, I feel like. I have a question for you guys. Are you guys in the camp where you prefer tanned Rosette? Or do you prefer blonde Rosette? I'm gonna get both pictures of Bowsette on the screen. I feel like the true design should honestly be the tanned one. Otherwise, it's just too similar to Peach. Let me make sure I have the right photo. Also, my voice might sound a little bit hoarse, but I'm fine. I'm not like sick or anything. I've just been streaming a lot more than usual and also very busy at work. Why is this photo not going in? Let me get the photo of a normal Bowsette. Let's see. Will this work? There we go. You like the tanned one more? You like a pink/red-haired one? I haven't seen a pink-haired Bowsette ever, I don't think. I have seen the red-haired one, which is the one that I've attached here. But yeah, I think that the tanned one is better. Not just because I think it's more interesting to look at. I feel like her costume looks better with these colors than it does with the others. And it also just suits Bowsette more. I mean, because if you guys didn't know the whole meme, you would probably just assume that this is like a demon version of Peach, right? Please don't die, I need you for tomorrow. I'm hanging on, Rainy. I'll be able to do our stream tomorrow. Speaking of which, for those of you that don't know or haven't seen the schedule, I will be streaming with Rainy tomorrow. We're gonna be doing Homestuck, which I'm not gonna talk about too much because I wanna save some of my tangents for tomorrow. But for those of you who have been to a convention in the last 10 years, no, the Homestuck cosplayers were the most obnoxious ones at the convention. I don't know what was going on back in like 2013 to like 2016, but the Homestuck cosplayers were so annoying. It was always the Homestuck cosplayers, and the worst of them all, though way worse than the Homestuck cosplayers, was always the damn, what's that one superhero's name that looks like Spider-Man? Not Venom. I was thinking like P. Diddy, but I know that's not his name. Deadpool, yeah. The Deadpool cosplayers were always, and probably will always be, the most obnoxious cosplayers of all time. I don't know what it is about them, but they would always be photobombing and being annoying. They think that they're like the real life Deadpool, and that they're like fourth walling real life. That's sort of the vibe that I would get. And so they would just be very obnoxious and weird. And I think that they were emboldened by the fact that they were wearing like a mask. So they would harass people a lot of times. I don't think that they were trying to be rude or trying to be mean, but they were horrible. This is pure nepotism. I only got one sub and it's Poneko. Oh my god. Okay. Pomodachis. I need you guys to do something for me. I got a link for you guys. And you need to sub to my new friend Rainy. She is gonna be starting streaming, and her first stream is actually going to be with me. Oh my god. I know the pressure is so big. I want to make it good. I want to make it a really fun stream. So make sure when you're watching me tomorrow that you also watch her perspective and give her a sub. No, don't tell him. Too late. Too late. Too late, Rainy. The Pomodachis are coming. Enjoy your 5 subs. You're famous now. You're famous. Okay, subscribe. Yay! Yeah, it's gonna be Rainy's first ever stream, so we're gonna try it out. We're gonna play some Homestuck, not the original webcomic, but like a different version of it, something called the Genesis Project. I'm excited. I've always wondered why people liked Homestuck as much as they did. Because like I said, my experience with the Homestuck fandom was always that they were at conventions and like weird and strange. We can actually play the comic. Rainy, isn't the comic like 50 hours? I don't think that that'll be happening. I would probably do an Neko playthrough before I did a Homestuck one. I'm sorry. Homestuck seems like it could be fun, but I just can't. No, it's actually 200 hours. Oh no. How long is the Neko visual novel compared to that? For those of you who don't know in the chat and haven't seen me talk about this before, Neko is one of my favorite series of all time. Let me get a photo of it so that you guys can recognize it, because you might not know what it is otherwise. Let's delete this. I want to make sure I get like the right artwork. I don't want to show like the older or the newer sprites for it. This game. Umineko no Naku no Naku. Umineko no Naku Koloni. It's one of the best visual novels of all time, in my opinion. It is also a very, very long visual novel. Might be longer than Homestuck, actually. I'm gonna check. How long is it? Is that why you are a cat lady? No, I'm not. Umineko actually means a seagull. So I guess in Japanese it's called like a sea cat? Kind of weird, I know. My bad, I heard Neko and thought cat. Very, very reasonable for you to assume. There aren't actually any cat girls in Umineko. Surprisingly. But yeah, it is a very, very, very long visual novel. I think it's 100 hours in total. I'm looking it up and it says that the main story for the answer arcs, which is about half of the game, it says it's 56.5 hours, and the questions arc, I assume, is going to be around the same length. I've played through all of it, by the way. Yeah. How long did I take to finish Umineko? Let me check. Probably half the time I had it open, though, and, you know, wasn't actually reading it. So you might get, like, a bit of a off playtime. I have 120 hours on the question arc, and I have 94 hours on the answers arc. Delanar should count as a cat girl. That's true, that's true. Delanar is kind of a feline-like, especially with her, like, :3 face. Oh, yeah. My favorite Umineko character of all time, though, definitely Erika. Absolutely. So, this might sound edgy, but she calls herself the intellectual rapist. She's basically like a very edgy kind of like self-insert that you could see somebody making, but she works well. She's a detective, and she's a detective, so you would think that she's good, but she is kind of one of the main antagonists for part of the question, or excuse me, for part of the answer arc. Definitely my favorite character inside of Umineko, and I love all the characters in Umineko, so good. The intellectual, that's what she calls herself, okay? She's an edgelord. She's like 15 or something. Maybe she's actually older. I think she's 18. But she looks younger than she actually is, if I remember correctly. Yeah. She's a very interesting character. She has like some of the best expressions, I would say, in anime, period. Like, she makes some fucked up faces, for sure. She's my favorite character, probably of all time. Definitely in Umineko. Let me get another photo. And, you know, oh god, look at the transparency on this. She also wears a pirate hat, so that's fun. You know, gotta love anyone wearing a pirate hat. The creator writes among the lines of, oh, here's X thing, which happens to be X and X thing, which you do not like one bit because of X thing. And it keeps going and going until the next page. You're talking about Homestuck, right? Because that doesn't really happen in Umineko, I don't think. But I remember it was very, very funny. People had recommended me to read Homestuck, and one of the things that they would unironically say is, yeah, it gets good after like 25 hours. And I was like, do you really think I have the time to sit down and read and watch something that gets good after 25 hours? If it gets good after that long amount of time, it does not count. And I think that I'm still right in saying that. I think that you can build up to something for sure, but if you have to sit down and wait and wait and wait and wait for things to get interesting, it doesn't really work very well. The hell kind of name is the intellectual grapist? Ask her, okay? I did not come up with it. Alright, that's Erika's business, not mine. Homestuck is good from the beginning. Most fans just don't read the comic. How can you be a fan of Homestuck and not read the comic? I mean, I feel like the only case where you can be a fan of something and not have played the games, read the book, read the manga, etc. would probably be something like Toho, you know? Because with Toho, you have so much fan content, you don't ever really need to play the game in order to be a fan of the characters and fan of the songs. But with pretty much any other fandom, I feel like it's a necessity to have read it or played it or something, you know? You're also a JoJo fan, so you have a few ideas on how to be a fan without even watching the series. You're a fan of JoJo, but you haven't watched it yet? Damn. We need to do a watch-along stream with Rainy. Watching JoJo so she could see how amazing it is. Do you guys have a favorite JoJo character, by the way? I know I've mentioned this before, but yes, Kira is my favorite JoJo character. And no, it's not because I like serial killers. I know. I know that's what you're all thinking, but it's not. I just think that in JoJo, Kira is the best character because he's a very, very good villain. In the sense of he's better than like the other ones because he grows. Whereas I feel like Dio is very strong from the beginning to the end, to the times that he reappears, etc. But Kira is definitely one who shouldn't necessarily even be a villain and kind of became a villain out of circumstance, you know? And it's not like, oh, the world is at stake. No. It's just he's gonna keep on killing if nobody stops him. Your favorite JoJo character is probably Polnareff. Oh god, you know what's crazy? I've actually watched the JoJo series with my parents. And one of the scenes that we unfortunately watched together was where Polnareff turned into a baby. And now we make fun of that on a regular basis. For those of you who don't know, there's a scene in part 3 where Polnareff turns into a baby because of an enemy stand, and basically there's this girl who's like bathing him, and it's all very creepy, but it's also kind of funny too because it's like, what the hell is this? Poe, please do not get unalived by a man with a thing for your hands. I will not. I will not. I do have very pretty hands, but I'm trying to keep them attached to my body. I'm not trying to be one of Kira's hand girlfriends. Oh my god. Yeah, but he's definitely, I think, the best villain in all of JoJo. I haven't read the manga yet, though, so maybe he can be topped? I'm not sure. Part of the reason why I haven't read the manga is because I love the anime so much, and I love experiencing it through the anime, so I kind of don't actually want to read it quite yet. I want to read it, but I want to be able to watch it for the first time, you know? And I can't do that if I read the manga, can I? But Poneko Part 7 is peak. That's what I'm saying, is it'll probably be even more peak in the anime, which is why I want to avoid reading it. I know it doesn't make sense to some of you, but that's just how I feel. Yeah. I did hear, though, that the next season of JoJo is going to be about, like, a quadriplegic guy, and, I think that, like, Dio's son or something is in it. Not Giorno. A different Dio son. Yeah. You actually got a point, but it still makes no sense. Yes, it does! It does make sense. Brillis gets it. I did hear that some people were a little bit nervous that it might not get renewed because there's like too many horses in it or something, which I think is crazy. I think that they'll definitely still be able to do it. It just might take a little bit longer. I am a little bit concerned though that it hasn't been announced yet. There's like this Twitter page, I think, where it shows like, has it been announced yet? And it like talks about it every day, and then the answer is always just no. Oh, here it is. On Twitter. Yeah, the next main guy is Johnny, and he's got no use of his legs. Horses are super hard to animate well. That's what I heard too. Hopefully they'll be able to do something about it where maybe they don't need to show the horses constantly. But yeah, I found this Twitter page where they post like every day that it's still not confirmed. Looking at right now, it looks like they're on day 671. Chad. Now the next season of JoJo is in a new timeline where we followed a crippled cowboy and his Italian boyfriend fighting alternate universe Dio. I'm so excited. Remember though, do not spoil anything. If somebody spoils something in the chat, ban. Alright, or at least time out for like the rest of the stream. So do not try me, okay? Like someone was saying earlier, we got 4 mods in the chat. So don't do it. No spoilers. Seriously. But you can talk about like how you're excited for it and how it's good and how there's like horses and stuff like that. I wonder what character I'm gonna like the most though. My favorite JoJo season, though, kind of weirdly enough, my least favorite and my most favorite season are the same. Like I was saying earlier, I really enjoyed Kara, but the first half of part 4 was actually, and still is, my least favorite JoJo season. So, it's my least favorite and my most favorite at the same time. Second half, where they're capturing Kira and looking for him, my favorite part. And first part, least favorite. Not a fan of the crazy, noisy, bizarre town. I'm a fan of it. It's just, I think, my least favorite. Because it feels a little bit weird, I guess, the pacing of it. Where they're just kind of like defeating random stand users that are like causing trouble or whatever without any real main goal. And I think that can be okay. I mean, it was different. The other thing too is I really did not like, what is his name again? The freaking, the midget guy, the short guy. What is his name again? I did not like him. Koichi. Yeah, Koichi. He changed his hair, and then he changed it again, and then he had like the ugly Polnareff hair. Now, I don't only dislike him because of his ugly hair, but I also hate him because he's short. No, that's not why. He's just annoying. Like, he's narrating what's going on in a very, there's a Dragon Ball character I think that he's inspired by, or at the very least very similar to. What's that one bald Dragon Ball character's name? I haven't watched him, but I've heard that, like, he kind of just, like, narrates shit. Krillin? Yeah. Koichi annoys me because his hair, his personality, the way that he talks, the way that he walks. Yeah. I don't like it. He's the equivalent to my mom's hatred for Polnareff. I mean, but Polnareff is cool though. That's the thing, is he looks like a shitty knockoff Polnareff. Like a manlet version of Polnareff. But not even that cool. God, you hate Koichi? Yeah. I haven't met anyone who likes Koichi, to be honest. And then also he's really stupid too. Do you remember the crazy yandere girl that's like super into him? Eventually he just like dates her for some reason. He's like, oh, but she loves me, I guess, so let me make her my girlfriend? After she like tries to kill him. Yeah. He's kind of dumb. You just met someone who likes him? Let me scroll through. I didn't see. You don't like Koichi what? You like Koichi, Rainy? Guys, Friday stream is canceled. I will be, playing Homestuck by myself, actually. Just kidding. You just hate him because you ate him? No, I think I hate him because he's stupid and ugly and dumb and has bad hair. Yeah, he's my least favorite JoJo character of all time. I like Polnareff. I actually have a Polnareff figurine. I haven't put it up yet. It's still in the box. But yeah, I like Polnareff. He's probably one of my favorite of the Stardust Crusaders. I think I like him more than Joseph in that season. Joseph is my favorite JoJo on his season. But then on season 3, I like him, but not as much. And then on season 4, we learn that he cheated on Suzy Q. Which I don't know why they made that decision. It doesn't even make any sense. They just wanted to have a Japanese JoJo and they wanted a reason for it, I think. Because Joseph would never do that. He's a good guy. The Pomodachis can't unsubscribe, by the way, disclosure agreement that y'all signed when you subbed. No! Do it! Unsubscribe! Unsubscribe from Rainy. Because she likes Koichi. She's not getting the Pomodachis anymore. Imagine having such a perfect lady like Suzy Q and then you aren't faithful to her. I would never. I mean, I don't remember very much about Suzy Q other than that, like, she was cute looking and nice. Plus also, wasn't she like a really good investor or something too? Well, I know that she was like a part of the Speedwagon Foundation, which is also funny as hell too. I feel like Speedwagon was like the most popular JoJo character for a while, but I don't really hear much about him anymore. I'm applying for mod on Rainy's channel. I lost faith in the Pomodachis. What? Why? Is it because I said I didn't like Koichi? Are you really that big of a fan of him? Look at his stupid face. Look at his stupid nose and hair. And he's short. Oh my god. I just realized that the name of this image is Koichi really annoying until the end of part 4? Yeah. And then he pretends to be like a Chad later on. It's just like, no. She forgot to tell Joseph's fam he was alive that one time. That is kind of dumb. Yeah. But she still doesn't deserve to get cheated on. I mean, she's an Italian waifu with roses in her hair. And then she becomes a gilf, so, you know. She's cool. It was not deserved. Not gonna lie, Poneko has been slandering Yandere's long enough. Rainy signed me up for the modding position. What do you mean? What the hell? Pomodachis, I thought you were more loyal than this. I thought you guys were the loyalist fan base on Earth, and now you're gonna leave me for someone who hasn't even streamed yet? Oh my god. This was your plan all along, wasn't it, Rainy? To steal the Pomodachis from me by bringing up JoJo and revealing my hatred for Koichi and the stupid Yandere girl. See, I do not hate her because she's a Yandere. I hate her because she's with Koichi. And I hate Koichi by proxy. See, at least someone agrees with me. Thanks, Zeb. Thanks. You don't agree with Cooler? See, this is what she's trying to do. She's trying to cause a civil war in my chat. The Yandere enjoyers versus the Tsundere enjoyers. And then also the Koichi branch, for some reason. Okay, now you sound petty, boss. What do you mean? She's trying to turn us against each other. Do not listen to her. Do not. I ain't agreeing with Poe slandering the first Yandere. Is she really the first ever Yandere? Wait. You might be onto something here. What even is her name? The long-haired girl. What is her name? Yukako. She has such a cool design too. Oh. Ruined by the fact that she's with Koichi and also nuts. She's one of the earliest yanderes in manga. You know what? I could put some respect on that. Yeah. I forgot that it was written like 30 something years ago or 20 something years ago or whatever the hell. Yeah. She's at least more unique than most yanderes, I think, because she has like big anger issues that aren't shown and glamorized in the same light. Yeah. I can respect it. Yukiko, maybe you're not so bad. Still a bad choice in a mate, though. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So cool looking, though. Let me get a photo of her so you guys can see. I know she looks like she's just wearing a regular old seifuku, but her design is very, very good, I think. I think people underestimate the power of simplicity in character designs. Like, she's instantly recognizable because it is a kind of rare combination, I would say, for like a sailor uniform. The cerulean blue with the lavender tie, and then the very long black hair with the forehead showing. And then she has that little rose too. Very, very good character design. I mean, that's something that like pretty much all of the JoJo characters have as a strength, is that all of them are iconic. Rainy, are you in the Discord? Knows. Maybe someday she'll join. If you want a chance at salvation, you must join the Pomodachi Paradise. Quick, Rainy, say something based about Venter Aurelio. I don't mind that. No, I don't have any issue with Golden Wind. I like Golden Wind. Oh, hello, Krug. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You think Part 5 Giorno's part is the weakest of the stand JoJo era? Yeah, I would say that Part 5 is my next least favorite after the first part of Part 4. I did still really enjoy it. Like, let me say this. The worst JoJo season is still like probably 5 times better than your average anime. But yeah, I didn't like it quite as much, partially because the characters were, in my opinion, a little bit less likable. And I mean, I don't think that that's a bad thing, but they were worse people compared to the other seasons where it's like, oh yeah, these guys are good guys. And I know that they're trying to take down the gang, but they were also part of the gang, you know? So I'm like, But I don't mind it though. I mean, I think that you can have a show with characters that are morally dubious and still enjoy them. Part 5 probably has the most horrific death villain out of the entire series. Yeah, I would say so. I think that my favorite villain death though was again Kira. Oh my god, he's so cool. Even the way that he dies is based. Yeah. Of course they were worse people, they're criminals, Poe. Being jackasses is kind of their point. No, I totally agree. That's what I'm saying, is like, I enjoyed the season and I like that they switched it up, but I just prefer the other seasons more because I like the characters more. Yeah, but of Golden Wind, without a doubt, by a long shot, my favorite character is Bucciarati. Probably one of my favorite characters in all of JoJo. You know, thinking about it, I should do like a JoJo tier list one of these days. Or like a JoJo character sorter. Ooh. I should try this. So I found a character sorter where you can click on like basically what your favorite characters are in all of JoJo. And it sort of works like similarly to like this Toho sorter that I used to do. You guys probably have no idea what I'm talking about. That's an idea. Maybe I should just do an entire stream of like character rankings and sorters. Buddy Valentine, that's his name, the President of the United States. Oh, that's crazy. I love that. Isn't there also, wasn't the original JoJo like Jesus Christ? Oh my god. I heard that somewhere. Don't spoil too much. Just a yes or a no. Sort of like a self-creating tier list thing. Yeah, the reason why I'm familiar with it is because back in the day, there was a Toho version that was very, very popular among Toho fans where you would rank your favorite Tohos. And what do you mean no? That is how it works. No. Are you sure? Are you sure? No, I'm not saying that he was a villain. I'm saying, isn't Jesus Christ canonically the first JoJo? Oh, Meowdy Private Lime. Hello, hello. Welcome. How are you doing? Yes, trust me. He was, right? Isn't he? Am I crazy? No, he was just Jesus. Oh, okay. Well, I haven't read that part of the story yet, but I'm very excited to see him be the first ever JoJo. JoJo just has the best writing. There isn't even a Joe in his name. I mean, there's not a Joe really in Giorno's name. I mean, unless you're saying it weird. Joses. Damn. Maybe that's the name of Jesus in the rewritten timeline that Jolene created. Jesus definitely fought a few vampires though, come on. Seriously, seriously. You're doing good though. I'm so glad. Private Line, by the way, for those of you who do not know, is a very, very good Project Zomboid streamer and video creator. Yeah, he was actually one of my favorite, well, actually he is my favorite Project Zomboid YouTuber, probably of all time. He's very, very good. I haven't watched some of the more recent videos yet though, so I have a big log to catch up on. But yeah, for those of you who like Zomboid, definitely check him out. He also streams too. I think on Twitch exclusively, right? Oh yeah, you're subscribed to him, LOL? Yeah, he's really good. Another Project Zomboid YouTuber that I've been enjoying a lot is this one guy named HarvestZ. I actually recently got inside of his Discord, and I'm planning on trying to join one of these giant, like, 100-player Civilization events. And I'm very, very excited. I've been trying to get into them, like, a few times, but I keep on missing the deadline because, you know, California time. Sad. Also, yeah, Twitch, cool new model, by the way. Oh, yeah, I forgot you haven't seen the new model. Yeah, I debuted this about a week ago. And this is the new Poneko. Let me zoom in really quick. I always have to do this every time someone compliments my model. You guys get the drill. My Pete's skirt. The whole shebang. Yo, cool ass boots. Thank you. They're the same as my boots before. They just have more details. They're more rendered. They're supposed to be made out of like a latexy type material, or like a, is it PVC? I don't know, but they're shiny. One thing I really like about my model mama is she does a very good job of like differentiating between the different textures. You know, some artists are very, very good at the line art, but then kind of, you know, they have very good rendering too, but she goes all the way to show each different fabric. Yeah. Wait, who's this? You a VTuber Lime? Yeah! Private Lime is a YouTuber and a VTuber. So he has VTubing streams on Twitch, but his YouTube videos, I don't think you use your model at all, right? Wait, hold on. Is the purple on your coat a subconscious manifestation of your love for Kira? Wait a second. Is it? I don't think so. When did part 4 actually come out? Maybe I was subconsciously influenced. Oh, I think I realized another reason why I love Kira too. I really love the kind of tacky patterns of his suit. And I mean, I know it sounds kind of weird to like call my own design tacky. I feel like it's elegant, but I do really like the campy, kind of tacky, funny looking colors to it. Post a link to channel. I'm curious now. Oh, let me get that up really quick. Private Lime. You always been weird, Neko? What do you mean? I'm not that weird. I'm just a radioactive cat girl. You know, nothing odd to see here. If anything, looks-wise, I'm probably one of the least weird VTubers out there. Because I think that cats, vampires, and maybe rabbits? Probably the most common VTuber species out there, right? Pose design is tacky and elegant. It's tackligant. I think that's a good way to say it. Yeah, but that's another thing that I think is fun about Kira is kind of his design is ugly, but it's also iconic. I don't think that Poneko's design could be called ugly though in any universe, really. It's just the patterns kind of clash with each other, but I still think it's very fashionable. Yeah. I'm fashionable, right guys? Speaking of fashion though, I will be streaming with Acti Matatabi for her big, what's it called? YouTube membership thing. And we're gonna be playing just Dress to Impress, but I don't have VIP, so I might not be able to create the best looking looks. You will say that you think that Kira's best suit is the Bites the Dust one, but I wish she kept the previous hairstyles. Yeah, I definitely agree. I prefer blonde Kira, even though his Bites the Dust suit is certainly cooler looking. There was actually a point in time where I think that his tie and the other characters' ties were like being sold as like a limited edition collection. Also, look at that arm. It's going the wrong way. But I wasn't able to get it at the time, which made me kind of sad. My dad's like a really big tie collector kind of guy, and he watched JoJo, so I was thinking it would be such a cool present to be able to get it for him. But nowadays, when I look up the limited edition, you know, super high quality tie, it's like $200. And it's very, very difficult for me to justify spending that kind of money on a tie. Especially because ties, usually you can get like a really nice one on eBay for like 15 bucks. Sometimes less, I think. My dad loves going on eBay for ties. Jesus. At least your dad watched it. Mom never tries the stuff I recommend. I think that my parents know that I have good taste in things. My Tomodachi should know that too. But generally, I don't really recommend watching bad shows. I know, crazy. I only recommend shows that are good. I'm also very careful in the stuff that I recommend for them to watch. I'm usually not going to say like, oh yeah, you should watch High School DxD with my parents, you know? You watch tons of really bad anime. I know, Fuzzy Magic. I know. You do. Most people do. You especially, though. Definitely watch bad anime. Your mom gave JoJo a chance and stopped at part 3. My mom didn't really love JoJo, I think, for the first season. Well, actually, she did. She did like JoJo. She just didn't like how muscular they were and how tiny their heads were. Yeah. But they enjoyed JoJo. They've also watched Cells at Work, the first season. They liked that. Also watched Monster, which I really liked, and they really liked too, but they hated the ending, which, to be honest, I kind of hated the ending as well to Monster. I think that it was an interesting ending, but I think that I would have liked it more if it could have ended a bit more conclusively. Still a great show, though. Not a ruined ending or anything. Now, you know what show had a ruined ending? That had all the potential to be like one of the best of all time? I'm gonna put it on the screen. If it loads. It's not loading. I'm gonna try this one. There we go. Worst ending of all time. Oops, let's not move that. Botched. Botched ass show. Oh my god. Darling in the Franxx. I actually haven't watched Darling in the Franxx. Like I said before, when it comes to mecha anime, you have to do a lot of convincing to get me to watch it. It was so predictable. I do think that Erased was a very, very good show, but the ending was just handled so poorly. It's not even like that the ending was bad and that like what happened in the end was bad. It was more just like the way that it was executed was terrible. Because it was just so lame. So lame. I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who hasn't watched it. S is in shit or S is in super. It was both. Like I said earlier, very, very good anime, terrible execution of the end. The problem with it, to not spoil too much, there's a, the main character goes back in the past to solve the murder of like his childhood love crush person, and does that there's a lot of stuff that happens, and he figures out some things. He finds out who the culprit is, and then things ensue. It's a very, very lame ending where he pretends to kill himself, but then falls back on like a bouncy house or some crap. I don't even remember. It was just so bad. The premise was so cool with the time loop as well. It was handled really, really well. I was watching it every week, and usually I don't watch shows every week. I usually just like to binge things, and if something doesn't like immediately capture my attention, I won't ever continue watching it. But Erased was great. The ending though is trash. So bad. You want to know my most disappointed anime ever? The Deadman Wonderland anime adaptation. The manga is way better. I haven't watched very much of it. I think I watched like 3 episodes or so of that. I'm not sure if it's any good or not, though, to be honest. I really like the way that the main character looks. Why are we whispering? I just need to take a drink of water. I think that my voice is a little bit softer than usual. One more. I'm trying to speak a little bit softer than I usually do because I've been streaming more and also just working so much. Yeah, the opening is a banger. It's great. Because this is the Poneko ASMR stream. No Poneko ASMR. Not yet, at least. No, I'm just kidding. I could see doing ASMR as being fun, but if I were to do ASMR, I'd have to do like a comedy version of it. I don't think that I would want to or be very good at like the kind of semi-romantic-y ASMRs that come out. To me, okay, I'm sorry, to me they feel a little bit cringe. So I cannot do those, but I feel like a comedic ASMR could be fun though. I've enjoyed those a little bit. Also, hello Audrey, welcome back, Meowdy and Meowdy13. Oh god, my voice. One more water. Magic Knight Rayearth is peak shoujo anime. I have not watched it, except for like the first 3 episodes, I think. You actually unlocked a core childhood memory for me though, because I remember I got like the first 3 or like first 6 episodes or something at Blockbuster and watched it from there. I wasn't able to watch the rest of the show because, you know, I didn't know how to use a computer. That reminds me, I need water too, more water. Poneko could do one of those ASMRs where the characters fall down the stairs or get exploded. You're coming up with good ideas, Cooler Soup. I need to get a pen to write this all down. But I do remember liking it though. I just don't remember too much of the plot. Obviously it's peak shoujo 90s art style, you know? The remake is coming, sissy. Watch it when it gets released. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I definitely will. I hope that they make the remake, though, not like modern style anime. I kind of hate it when they do that. Like when they bring back an older anime and then they just make it look like the most generic shit ever. It's so sad. One anime, though, that did it really well for the remake was Lum. Oh my god. Lum anime, I haven't watched all of the newer one, even though I have the Lum figure, is perfect because they make it just look like a higher quality version of the past. You know, oh god, that was a big picture. let me get rid of that. But you get the point. You saw it. Lum looks great. Perfect adaptation of an older anime, keeping the original spirit and the charm of it while also making it genuinely look better. They won't remake something only to mess it up. I don't think that they did that with the Lum anime, so they probably won't with the Magic Knight Rayearth one. I just hope that they keep the original style to a certain extent, and that doesn't just look like boring slop, you know? Wait, they will remake something only to mess it up or rob you. I feel like that's the case more with like gotcha catch grabs. and like Disney live action remakes, you know? Those just have no soul to them. I felt like the original Magia record had that similar problem where it could have been really good if they would have just kept like some of the same mechanics as the original. But let me just tell you really quick. I don't want to spoil too much, but if you are worried about being spoiled in Madoka Magica, Magia record, mute me for like a minute or something, because I'm gonna reveal some things. But my big problem with Magia record is that it basically just like undid the entire need for becoming a witch. Like it broke the cycle. And it's like, if Homer could have just done that from the beginning, then none of these problems would have even happened. It was just bullshit. Ugh. You will type when the spoiler is over. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Fuzzy Mandrake. Make sure you put all of the spoilers in chat. Joking, by the way. Do not do that. Shadow the Hedgehog will be the one to kill Mufasa this time? I'm so confused. Do you want new Fire Emblem anime adaptation? Was there ever a Fire Emblem anime? Ooh, this is interesting to talk about though. I have been wanting to talk about what I would like to see in the new Fire Emblem game. So, big thing. I want them to step out of their comfort zone. I want them to have a mother, father, big sister or something, you know, like older figure that's supposed to be kind of like a parent. And I want them not to die. I want you to be able to use them as a unit. Oh, bye-bye, Brillis. Thanks for watching. It was nice seeing you again. I know it sounds not very revolutionary, but for Fire Emblem, I swear it is. They always be killing off the dads and moms. Parrot not dying. Those words don't make sense next to each other. But think about it. Everybody would be watching it and thinking that the twist is that the character is gonna die because they always do. But the twist is actually that they don't die. You know? I think that would be very fun. Plus also you could have some interesting like parent supports in the game. Oh, another thing. I want supports to stay. I like supports. Who is that girl in the bottom right corner? That is Erika Furudo from one of my favorite visual novels of all time called Umineko. Let me actually tell you guys a little bit about Umineko really quick, because I was talking about how much I loved Erika, but I didn't really talk about the series. It's a very, 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 very long visual novel. We're talking 100 hours plus, okay? And basically what it's about is it's a murder mystery combined with fantasy. And the characters go to this island, right? For the family conference of like these really rich people, essentially. And people start dying. And they think that it's caused by the witch Beatrice. And essentially, it kind of loops and continues over and over again, where the main character has to figure out who could have murdered everyone if not a witch, because there's some very interesting closed rooms and weird dynamics and stuff like that. So, very, very fun. Has good, has interesting magical abilities. There's something called like the Red Truth, where essentially anything that a character speaks or writes in red is 100% true. And it's a very useful way to figure out where the truth lies. It's really good. It's a show, or it's a visual novel where you should try and actively solve it with the characters, because it's more fun that way. And you know, some stuff will not make very much sense because you're new to the game and new to the mechanics and all that. But it's very, very, very good. Yeah. Speaking of visual novel, do you like Danganronpa anime? Kind of suck actually compared to the game. I totally agree. Yeah, I did not like the anime, but I did really like the game for Danganronpa. Danganronpa was one of my favorite series actually when I was younger. yeah. I liked the first game, I liked the second game, I liked the third game. I was not a fan of Ultimate Despair Girls and the anime, including like the newer Danganronpa anime. There's a newer one that's better, but I still don't like it quite as much. I actually thought that Danganronpa 3 was very, very interesting. Some of you guys might not know. I'm not going to spoil it, but Danganronpa 3 kind of puts a very interesting twist on the first two games. You used to like Danganronpa, but the longer it went on, you dropped out? Well, I think with Danganronpa, if you don't like the first game, you're not gonna like the future games because they all have the same mechanics. They all have the very big, loud characters. You know, if you don't like the first game, you're not gonna like the future games. It's just, that's how it is, you know? Friendship ended with Danganronpa, new friends with Your Turn to Die. Oh wait, what is that? Your Turn to Die? Death game by majority. I'm sorry. You mentioned something being similar to Danganronpa, so now I have to check it out. Oh, I think I've heard about this. It kind of looks like a Danganronpa fan game, actually. But it's its own original series, right? It's actually an RPG Maker game. Oh my god. Okay. I might have to check this out. Maybe something to play on stream, depending on how long it is, or just something to play on my own. But either way, thank you for the recommendation, Private Lime. Thank you. 3v was Psy? See, I think that too many people take V3 too seriously. V3 is kind of like an alternate universe, I feel like. I think that if you see it that way, you won't feel like the previous games were just totally undone, you know? I actually really enjoyed V3. I think that, I actually liked the twist at the end of V3 more than Danganronpa 2, because it was kind of lame having a similar villain, you know? But I really enjoyed all of them, yeah. By the way, best Danganronpa characters are Gundam, Gundam, Junko, what's his name again? The mechanic guy, Soda, and my favorite Danganronpa V3 character was actually, is his name Goda? No, it's not. What's the name of the bug obsessed guy who's like really big and buff? Gonta. Yeah, Gonta. Oh my god. Poor Gonta. Probably my favorite beefcake, other than like JoJo characters, because, you know, everyone in JoJo is so beefy that basically no one in JoJo is beefy. You get me? But yeah, this poor sweet boy. He deserved better. I was so tilted. God, it's so hard to talk about Danganronpa without doing spoilers. Oh my god. Zaku fan 1188 reporting in. Wait a second. Did I just hear Gundam where my Zaku lover's at? I don't know what that is. I'm talking about Gundam from Danganronpa. Oh my god. I'm talking about the hamster guy. Some of the people in my chat said I was like Gundam because of my hamster breed. That's what they called me. They said I was like Gundam. With death games, it's safe to assume your favorite character is probably dead anyway. Yeah. Usually my favorites, though, at least last a while. I do feel like sometimes they choose like the lamest frickin' people to live at the end, though. Like, yeah. They always choose just like random people that aren't always very important to the story, but just make it to the end anyways, which is kind of, I guess, a good thing, because you really have no idea who's gonna last the entire time. What's his name? Gum Gum Dum Dum? No, it's Gundam! Not the hamster story. I'm not trying to bring up the hamster story again. I will not. Oh wait, no wonder you like him, Poe. Yeah, I liked him because he was a chunibyo, hamster lover, and just all around cool guy. All things that I enjoy, you know? And Gonta I liked because he was just such a sweet guy. Usually I'm not a fan of like the cinnamon roll, quote unquote, type characters, but with Gonta he really was. More water. I've just been streaming so much. Are those the only reasons? What do you mean? Wait. I mean, I thought that like Gundam was cute when I was younger, but yeah, those are the main reasons. And with Gonta, he's just a cool guy, and he likes bugs. You won't say. Okay, okay. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself then. Hagagure is my goat, and Hajime is your husbando. Wait a second, isn't Hajime the guy who has like multiple personalities or whatever? Oh yeah, he's the main character of Danganronpa too. I kind of forget like the characters that I don't really care about quite as much. Hajime is cool. I think that his twist being the main character is pretty interesting, being like the like random lottery student. He's cool. Yeah. Interesting guy. You like Ibuki and Mio? Like some cutie patooties for real. Ibuki has such a good design. Probably my favorite in all of Danganronpa. And Mio. Oh, you mean Ibuki Mio, right? Isn't Mio her last name? Oh yeah, Ibuki Miyoda. I thought that you were talking about a separate character named Mio, and I was like, who is that? Yeah, Ibuki's design is so peak, so good. Scratch that. I love Hajime. Really? I don't know, Hajime always just was a little bit boring for me. I liked him, but I didn't particularly care about him. You're talking about the inventor girl? Oh, yeah. She's an interesting one. She is. I didn't like her all that much, though. Iruma? I thought she had a great design, but she was a little too crazy sometimes, yeah. Your copy-paste screwed you up? Oh, okay. Understood. Oh, speaking of which, though, we're entering spooky season. Does anybody have any fun costumes planned? I remember last year I was a nurse. Not in real life, Poneko was. Because you guys kept on talking about Nurse Poneko and wanting to see it. Here's a photo. Isn't that so cute? I don't know how I'm gonna top last year though. We should talk about this actually. I need to get Poneko Halloween art. And then another year, I was a robot. Truly an ultra scary nurse cat. No, look at her. She'll take care of you. That pink stuff on the ground that's censored. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's just some spilled Pepto-Bismol. Yeah. You have like a stream outfit planned? Ooh, I'm excited. I haven't worn a costume in forever though. Whenever Halloween would come around at school, I would actually just like wear cosplays and stuff. I think I wore like an Orin cosplay one year. I wore a Marissa cosplay one year. I actually cosplayed Junko once for Halloween too. Because we would be able to wear our costumes to school on Halloween day. And it was like the one day where I could flex my like super cool cosplays. Yeah. The nurse outfit reminds me of the nurse girl from Danganronpa 2. I can see it. Yeah, but essentially the story behind this image is the Pomodachis were going crazy about the concept of Nurse Poneko. And so I had to get art of it done. There was like a battle between the Nurse Poneko enjoyers and the robot Poneko enjoyers. Let me get up Robo Poneko really quick. Personally, I think that I like Robo Poneko, or Robo Neko, I guess I should say. But I think that Nurse Poneko is also pretty peak too. And then another year, actually maybe it was the same year, I was a slime. Oh, oops. Let me make that smaller. There we go. That's Pobot / Roboneko. Very cool design. I wanted somebody to draw Poneko as a mecha type robot, and I think that this is pretty perfect, you know? Mecha Poneko superior, Autobots inferior. Have you watched Jujutsu Kaisen? I've watched the first season, and I'm currently actually in the middle of the second season, which I think is like Gojo in the past and stuff. So I haven't seen the ending or anything, so no spoilers there. But my opinion on the season, on the series, is that Gojo is a very handsome man. Yeah. God. I've never been like a super big husbando person, and he's not my husbando or anything, but I can appreciate a good-looking Bishonen boy when I see one. Do you like Gojo like most of the fangirls? I'd say I like Gojo the most because I like to joke about him being a Sigma. So I like Gojo probably the most, but I think it's a pretty good show. I also like Kento a lot too. And no, it's not only because he's hot. He's also sexy. Yeah. No, but he's a cool character. Yeah, Kento, Gojo, definitely one of the best animes for like good-looking anime boys. The zombie guy's also kind of cool too. Watched Jujutsu Kaisen earlier this week. I enjoyed season 1 a lot. For me, I'd give Jujutsu Kaisen season 1 like a 7 out of 10. Now, that might sound mean for those of you that really like Jujutsu Kaisen, but keep this in mind. 5 out of 10 is average for me. So, if it's a 7 out of 10, that means that I think it's a good show. I wouldn't say that it's great, but it's definitely good. Also, hello, Kozaku! Welcome, welcome! The reason why I take off a few points for Jujutsu Kaisen is I think sometimes the mechanics of how the abilities work are a little bit messy. I think that the characters are pretty decent too, but I don't really... I think that like the side characters kind of don't get enough love, I guess. It's kind of like the Gojo show, and everybody else is along for the ride, and also Itadori too, you know? And for me, when it's like, oh, these two characters are so much more OP than everybody else, it kind of makes it a little bit less enjoyable. You know, similar, I guess I would have a similar critique with Sailor Moon, because Sailor Moon is like more powerful than all of the other Sailor soldiers, I feel like, combined. But I think it's less of a problem with Sailor Moon because Sailor Moon was, one, made like 15, 20, 25 years ago or something. Actually, wait, maybe it's almost 30. Jesus. It's also made for kids too, so I don't judge it quite as harshly. But those are sort of the issues I have with Jujutsu Kaisen a bit. Good show though. Did enjoy it. You should check out Sweet Precursus. Let me look that up. Oh, you know though, you're probably gonna really like this, Audrey. You might have noticed that I have extremely thick, gorgeous hair. Very, very thick. Thicker than your average anime girl, really. My hairstyle was actually partially inspired by, what's her name? It's like the Green Pretty Cure, or that one season of Pretty Cure where they all had like super thick hair. Smile Pretty Cure. Now, I hadn't ever watched Smile Pretty Cure, but I loved how thick all of their hair was. Let me get a photo really quick. So when I was designing Poneko, I knew from the very beginning I wanted to have super, super thick hair. Like, I wanted giant, giant braids. So yeah, Poneko's design, or at least the hair thickness, was partially inspired by Sunshine Pretty Cure because I don't really see other animes have that same volume in their hair. Except for, like, you know, sometimes you'll have a character every so often that has like slightly crazier hair than usual. I feel like Smile Pretty Cure really put thick hair on the map though. So I was definitely inspired by that. Also inspired too by retro anime with my little antenna coming on my head. My hair vents, yeah. So that's why Poe's hair is bigger than her forehead, and her forehead is pretty big for real. Hey! I know I have a big forehead. It's because I have a lot of brain to hide in here. Oh, hello Coco, meowdy meowdy, how are you? You can see the reference? Yeah, so definitely a big design inspiration. I actually have a photo saved on here somewhere where it shows who like my big inspirations were for Poneko's design. Now, Poneko was obviously a one-of-a-kind original, but there were some characters that did inspire Poneko. Let me put this on the screen here. Some of them partially were because I just thought that their designs were really cool. Some of these characters I just like a lot, but Suisei was definitely a bit of an influence. I thought that her design was pretty perfect for being a VTuber because it's simple enough that it's easily readable, but it's recognizable enough that it works really well. And one thing that Suisei has that isn't unique to Suisei, but she has kind of a similar skirt configuration with one side being asymmetric. And that's something that I kind of took a little bit. And with regards to Junko, you know, a little bit of the shape of the lapels, I think they're called, on my jacket. And just general style, because she's a style icon. Misa, mainly just because she's iconic. I didn't really incorporate very many things from Misa. I feel like my original mama kind of makes me look more like Misa with the little black dress. And you got Robbie and Rose from P to 10. I just really loved her little hair accessories. I wanted to have like a big standout hair accessory, so I have my little gems. And of course, Miss Oren, the original braided hair cat girl. Now, braids on cat girls are not a Oren exclusive thing, nor are they an exclusive me thing. Other famous braided cat girls include, I think, Hanekawa. I don't know if she has braids in her hair when she's a cat usually though. But yeah, those are my design inspos. If you watch Sweet Pretty Cure, I think you'll like Ellen the purple cat girl. I think I probably would too. If it's a cat girl, I usually appreciate them. Yeah. I think one of the girls in Nekopara has braids too. The girls in Nekopara are so pretty, oh my god. I'm kind of surprised that the artist for that hasn't become like a VTuber mama yet. You know? Because she just has such good art. Speaking of which, for those of you that don't know, the artist for Nekopara is actually a woman. People kind of get a little bit shocked by that considering the content of Nekopara. But yeah, it's a girl. Hanekawa from Monogatari cat version doesn't have braids. I think there's some art of her though with braids, isn't there? Yeah. I've seen art of her like this though. Let me get it up. I don't know if she ever looks like this in the show though. I don't think she does. Usually she's just like in her white cat form. But there is a figure of her. Yeah. There's an official Figma where she has her braids and the cat ears. See? I'm not just talking out of my ass here. I'm a cat girl historian, okay? Meaning that I'm not a historian who happens to be a cat girl. I'm a historian of cat girls. Yes, big difference. Is Misa Amane popularized the gothic style girl in anime? She is not a cat girl there. Yes, she is. Look at her. She has cat ears. Chat, back me up on this. Those are cat ears, not dog ears, not fox ears. She has cat ears. It's official because it's a Figma. Figmas are made by Good Smile, by the way. Let me remove that. I don't know if it ever happens in the anime, but yeah. Clearly a headband. That's so rude. That's so rude. She's a literal cat girl and you're calling it a headband. Are you gonna say I have a headband now too? So rude. The cat ears are removable though. No tail either. Well, I mean, they're only removable because it has the option to have her being classic Hanekawa style though. The mods are betraying Poe. Yeah, I know, you guys are all betraying me. You're all gonna leave me for rAdIO, aren't you? Because I don't like yanderes. Unless the ears are fully attached, that girl ain't no full cat girl. They are, but the way that Figmas work is basically you can remove the back side of the hair and you can remove the front side of the hair. So you can remove the bangs. And I think that the cat attachment is probably one of the bang options. Plus also, she is a cat girl, but she's kind of like, I don't know when she turned into a cat girl, but she's almost like a were-cat girl, you know? Where she turns into a cat girl. Also, okay. I have more evidence, okay? Since you guys want to argue with me about if Hanekawa with braids is a real cat girl, I present this. Hanekawa was a cat girl that looked like this inside of Magia Record. I know, I'm bringing up Magia Record. Which is not canon for Madoka Magica, but look it. See? She has braids and she's a cat girl. At least Rainy won't judge me for my love of women who want to literally kill me. I mean, but have you ever spoken to Rainy? She'll judge you for everything else, okay? Maybe she won't judge you for that one thing, but she'll judge you for everything else, literally. Molotov cocktail. No, not you too, Private Lime. Oh my god. No one's on my side about this. Nobody believes me. Listen, I'm a primary source on this, okay? Now look. You see the ears? Do you have cat ears? No. I don't think so. LOL, her magical girl power is arson. I don't know what her magical girl power is. Like I said, I didn't play very much of Magia Record, but she was in it. There was like a collaboration, I think, where she was one of the magical girls. They might have also put the scissor girl in there too. Oh, okay. I got more art. Look it. Oh my god, the transparency. Look it. It's official art. It's by the guy who does the art for Monogatari. Do you like DataLive? I liked it okay. Water. Give me a second. I liked DataLive. I would say... Didn't think it was fantastic. I only watched the first season, though. I probably would give it like a 6 out of 10. So I liked Jujutsu Kaisen more, but I think that DataLive was an above average anime. Part of the reasons why I remember not loving it is I thought that the plot was a little kind of silly at times, but I do think that DataLive has some of the best character designs in anime when it comes to like really cool looking girls. Let me just get some photos up. So I don't know anything about how old these girls are. I don't know why the hell it says that, or if they even are that age. But the clockwork girl, I think her name is Kurumi. Yeah, Kurumi. She's the one with the clock in her eye. She's great. Great design. She is a yandere. One of the better yanderes, I would say, out there. Then you have the girl with the little bunny ears type thing. She looks really cool. I would say everyone else is pretty decent. You know, like, solidly designed, not particularly iconic. But those two alone have more iconic designs than, like, most characters combined from the series, you know? Why is the girl on the center top 2 years old? I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I don't remember anything about the ages of the characters. I thought she was older than 2 years old, but maybe, I don't really remember that much. I watched Date A Live probably like 10 years ago. I watched it when it came out, and I didn't watch the second season. Kurumi carried the whole Date A Live franchise for real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like, Kurumi was really cool, but Kurumi was only a small part of the show, which is why I can only give it like a 6 out of 10. Still better than average, but not great. Better than being like a 4 or 3 out of 10 though. Hydration break for you, streamer. Another sip for the throat. You're right. One more. Luckily, she got her own show. I still haven't seen it, actually. I want to watch it, because I bet it's probably pretty decent. Oh my god. You know, though, Kurumi has, like, the best looking figures. She's, like, a really cool one. Let me get a photo of it. Where is it? I remember there's, like, a really nice figurine that she has, but I'm not able to find it. Oh my god. Actually, just Google Kurumi figures and you'll see like a bunch of really nice looking ones. Speaking of which, very cool looking designs. Kurumi's design kind of reminds me a little bit of Rosen Maiden. Do we have any Rosen Maiden fans in chat? Any people? Any doll enjoyers? Because one of the best designed anime characters of all time, I think, is probably Suigintou. And she is kind of one of the main antagonists of the anime. Desu. I love Rosen Maiden. I haven't watched it in forever, so I actually don't really remember that much. But no joke, Rosen Maiden was my favorite anime when I was probably like 10 to 13 years old. Yeah. And it probably would still be one of my favorites if I just, like, remembered what happened. I loved Rosen Maiden, though. I loved it so much. I loved all the characters. I loved the story. Basically, can you explain to me in league term? Okay. So, Suigintou is on the red team. And Shinku, Desu lady, what's her name again? Suisei Seki. Ichigo, I think that was her name. They are all on the blue team. And Suigintou is kind of like a villain who isn't really that bad. Can you explain to me like this is Stardust Crusaders? No, it's too hard. It's too hard. Very good show. Great character designs. It's like a battle royale of dolls. And they're magical dolls. With magic and shit. If that doesn't convince you, I don't know what to say. You're not familiar with this anime, it looks so obscure. It is probably kind of an obscure anime now, but it was one of the most popular back when it came out. It aired, I think, oh my god, it aired back in 2004. I started watching it, I think, in like 2009 though. But Very popular series. You might recognize the green girl because she's very famous for saying desu, which is a very popular meme back like 10, 15 years ago. Rose and Maiden is a very popular show. Well, was a very popular show. It's not as much anymore. They also came out with a remake as well in 2013, but I didn't watch it. I don't know how good it was. But probably one of my favorite shows of all time, even though I don't remember anything about it. I want to rewatch it though. Super, super good. Do you like the big 3 shonen anime? I don't really watch very much shonen. I think my favorite shonen is probably JoJo. Not a big shonen fan. I feel like too many times it's just relying on like flashy fight scenes, which don't really excite me all that much. So I don't watch One Piece, I don't watch Dragon Ball. I don't know what the other... What's the second big third? Is it Bleach? Are those the big 3 shonens? Oh yeah, it's Bleach. Haven't really watched very much of either of them. I read some of the One Piece manga, and then I quit. Okay, Grandma, it's time to look at the A archives. No, not Bleach, Naruto. Oh my god, wait, did I forget Naruto? Yeah, you know, popular show. True, Naruto is probably the biggest of all of them. Was never really a big fan of any of them though. And I'm not planning on ever watching them because they're too long. I cannot, I mean, I know that I was able to watch like 100+ hours of, what's it called? Umideko? But I cannot devote that same amount of time to watching freaking mind-melting shonen fight scenes. Can't do it. Boruto's dad have an anime? I know, I'm telling you, they do. Hello, Rugi, welcome, welcome. Welcome back, how are you doing? What happened to Hunter x Hunter? Didn't watch Hunter x Hunter. I do want to watch it though. It's not quite as long as some of the other big shonen, so I think I could potentially watch it. I know some people love Hisoka though, which is kind of wild. I don't know anything about him, so I might be wrong about this, but isn't he like a evil gay clown pedophile? I don't know why everybody loves him so much, but maybe he's cool. I don't know. Hunter x Hunter is still 100+ episodes. People love Hisoka. Yeah, Hisoka isn't Hisoka like the big e-girl fascination? Like the girls for some reason love him. I think? Or at least that's what I've heard. Or maybe this is like a e-girl psyop where it's designed to make people hate e-girls because they like Hisoka. Oh yes, Hisoka is the gay clown magician pedo. That's what I thought. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. I cannot confirm. But I don't know why people are so obsessed with him. Caleb, they made a movie for Boruto's dad. Oh my god. You remember watching One Piece over the course of your entire summer break? Didn't even catch up before the end of the 3rd month. Oh, what a time sink. That's so sad. I think I would still watch the One Piece movie though, because Ado sings in it, and I mean I can't be expected to watch that whole thing, no, but I would watch the movie. The movie's probably pretty good. Chrollo is kind of handsome in the anime version actually. Where is Chrollo from? Is that from Hunter x Hunter? Like I said, I haven't watched Hunter x Hunter. Oh, Chrollo does look pretty cool. I don't know him, but yeah, he can get it. You were killing someone in the server with that joke one day about Boruto's dad. Yeah. People are very, very passionate about Naruto. I just remember Naruto and Sasuke. That's like the main thing I know about Naruto. Is that Naruto x Sasuke is probably like the biggest ship ever. Me and Honey Badger were trolling super hard. No, you guys are my mods. You aren't allowed to troll. I just remember this image. It's burned into my retinas forever. Probably like 15 freaking AMVs using this. Just gonna say they were so gay, but the author didn't have the guts to make it official. Damn. They weren't progressive enough. So sad. Naruto and Sasuke. Can you imagine though? That probably would have pissed off a lot of people if they would have done that. But the Fujoshi would have been like, you know, eating for years and years. You still remember in 2009/2010 there were so many fanfiction and romance art between Naruto and Sasuke? Yeah. I would say it was probably the biggest ship of all time. That and LX Light. I still love it. People will still be posting LX Light memes about how they were like secretly gay. Oh my god, yeah, those are the biggest yaoi ships of all time. Period. Can anybody else think of any others that were like as big? I don't think that there were. By this time in history, they have kissed more than their own wives. Did you see Darker Than Black? No, I haven't, but I've heard it's very good. Yaoi paddle? No. Fuzzy Mandrake, we're gonna let that die. We're gonna let the yaoi paddle die. Yaoi paddles were before my time at conventions. I think maybe 1 year I saw the yaoi paddle. For reference, this is what he's talking about. These damn paddles. People would buy them and like slap each other on the butt or something with them. Like I said, before my time, but I had heard about them a lot before I went to conventions. I was too young to go to conventions when they were a thing, but I knew about them. I was aware of their existence. The way Light didn't even glance at Misa explained it all for me. Okay, I know people love to say like, yeah, he's definitely gay because Misa is such a catch. Misa is very, very beautiful, but she's so fucking stupid. Which I know is part of her charm, but like, damn, this bitch is so dumb. Dan Hype, have you watched it yet? Oh my god, everybody wants to know all the shows I've watched. I need to make like a list so I can like easily pull up all of the different shows and make like a tier list or something. Maybe someday. I have not watched Dan. No, I haven't. This looks good though. The art style looks cool at least. Sailor Uranus and Neptune were legit a lesbian couple. They were, but they were also cousins too, inside of the English release. Yeah, I found out that I was like, why do they act so gay even though they're cousins? I feel like it made it, they shouldn't have made them cousins because it made it almost more disturbing that they were acting like so in love. So basically by making them cousins, right? Before it was just gay. Now it was gay and incestuous. I still remember JoJo haters calling JoJo is a gay anime. What do you think? JoJo's not a gay anime, but it does have some homosexual designs at times. And I think some of the characters are gay. There's like there were a few enemies I remember in part 5 that were gay. And these guys were definitely gay. Yeah, for sure. I don't think that like the main characters have been gay yet though. Your mom is unfortunately one of those people that calls JoJo gay. My parents say that JoJo looks gay because of the like fashion that they wear and stuff. Araki literally collabed with an artist that made a dojo where Kakyoin gets pregnant. Wait, what? I need to fact check this. Kakyoin pregnant. Rainy. You just tricked me. I looked up Kakyoin pregnant. I didn't see anything about that. Now I just have all this creepy Kakyoin pregnant art. God damn it! You trolled me! Poochie from part... Oh yeah, Poochie's also gay. I forgot about Poochie. And Dio is bisexual. Yeah. Kakyoin, did you lay this egg? Oh my god. Whoa. Send the best one in the mod chat, Po. Should I? I feel like I'll lose some mods if I do that. I feel like some of you are gonna stop watching. Also, yes, there are gay JoJo's. Jotaro has a daughter, but he literally cannot stand women. He only got married to a girl who he tolerated. He's only ever been angry at girls when they show up. Jotaro. I don't know if Jotaro is gay though. If anything, I can't see Jotaro being romantically interested in anyone. No, it's a Kakyoin egg-laying manga. Oh my god, those words that you just typed are so cursed. Kakyoin, did you lay this egg? What is this? How have I never heard of this? Okay, I'm gonna have to end the stream and watch this. You think Jotaro is an incel with rage? No, he's not an incel. I think if anything, when you call him like a bullcell or whatever, he doesn't want to fuck anybody. You think that's bad? My mom said that Pokemon is devil worshipped. Oh, I'm sorry, Kozaku. I'm sorry that your mom is crazy. It is always funny though. People saying that Dungeons and Dragons is satanic, Pokemon is witchcraft and evil, Halloween is evil. Yeah. It has Jotaro's child. Okay, I need to watch this. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm rather tired. I've been working a lot this week. Been putting in those hours for real. Got assigned like one of my first like super big projects. I'm a little worried, but I think that I'll be able to make it through. Anyways, guys, I'm sorry it was a little bit more of a laid-back, chilled stream this time. We didn't talk about feeding orphans radioactive energy or anything like that, but pretty comfy stream, yeah. Thank you guys so much for popping in. I will be streaming tomorrow with Miss Rainey, who you guys have seen in the chat, and we're gonna be playing a Homestuck fan game, and then after that I'll be streaming ReFantasio's demo, and then after that more Fire Emblem Awakening, baby. Also, thank you Tyron Zero for popping in. Meowdy. Remember, guys, Tomodachi Parade!